So a couple weeks ago, I asked you a question. What are you really good at? To see the responses was an interesting experience for me, as there were some people who right away began to jump into different areas of skill, different talents that they know that they're confident that they're good at. Some people talked about how they can drive really well. Some people talked about fashion and how they can coordinate certain things. Some people talked about cooking and how they knew that they could make amazing dishes. And some people talked about teaching and different professional skills. It was so much fun to hear. I love hearing your confidence. I love hearing what you're good at. At the same time, there were others who had a really tough time with the question. The question was challenging, and I don't apologize for a challenging question. I feel like it's part of my job to challenge you to think about yourself, and to challenge you to think more, and to be more, and to do more. But there were some people who were really convinced that there is nothing that they're good at, and the question even frustrated some people. And I just want to say, for the record, I had to come back just to tell you, I highly doubt that it's true that you aren't skilled in some area. There is something that you can do that no one else can do the way that you can do it. And so I'm excited today to be able to just talk to you a little bit more and to see who I can help to understand that there's greatness in you. Why am I so confident? Why am I so confident that there is something great in you? It's very simple, because I believe that you are a creature. And the fact that you're a creature means that you were made by a creator. And the creator who made you is omnipotent. That means he has all power. But not only is he omnipotent, he's omniscient, which means he has all knowledge. So he knew exactly what he needed you to be, and he had the power to make you that. That right there ought to make somebody happy. That should make somebody excited right there, because it's a key, it's a principle that you need to understand. He wouldn't have made you if you weren't worth it. But he took the time to create you because there's a problem that you can solve. There's something that you can do that no one else can do the way that you can do it. Why? Because he has invested the proper mixture of talents, skills, abilities, attitude. Everything that's in you is in you on purpose. And so now I want you to really begin to think, if you haven't yet come up with what that thing is that you feel like you're naturally gifted, what are you really good at? Let's think a little bit more. Let's not just say nothing. One of the problems I want to talk about is that oftentimes we have a tough time seeing what's great about us because we minimize what God has maximized. We think that it's not that special if it's in us. And so we spend all of our time hoping for something that we perceive as an amazing talent or ability, when many times we overlook and bypass the greatness that God has already poured into us. The thing in you may seem small to you, but it may be big to someone else. And so we begin to convince ourselves, the things I can do, they aren't special. Anybody could do that. It's nothing. I don't have to think about it. So that when we think that we don't have to put a lot into it, then we begin to automatically think that it's not worth much. That's an error. That is not the way that we should be looking at it. I need you to understand that there is something unique about you, but it is not going to make a difference until you recognize it.